My name is Constable Thirsk. I'm in the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Unit. And prior to policing, I actually worked in politics. It's what I went to school for. I studied political science, but I always knew that I wanted to be in policing. It's how my education originally started in criminology. Politics is something that I fell into, but honestly, I always had a desire to come back to policing. And even after putting in 8 years of a first career, I decided to put in my application for the Delta Police. I chose Delta Police because, for me personally, it most closely aligned with my previous work and life experience. Community policing is more than just a catchphrase. Especially working at a background in politics, I know what it's like to be on the ground floor in the community, having these conversations and seeing where it leads to. It's much more than just a slogan for us. So community policing for me was what drove me here to Delta, and I think that I've had the ability to sort of put that into action. There's no easy way, I guess, to completely prepare for the application process. It's long, or can be long. It was for me. I don't know what that says, but I had about 18-month process. The biggest part, I think, is actually finding that time to decide why you want to do it. They're looking for people who are of good character, good people. It doesn't really matter what your background is, it's what you bring to the table, who you are when you take off your uniform as well as when you're wearing it. So for me, it was deciding this is something that I really want to pursue wholeheartedly, and then writing my application, going through writing the exam, and getting my fitness levels up so that I would be prepared for a career in policing. Yeah, if you're thinking about getting into policing, it's sort of something like, we also say in politics, like you have to be your own press secretary. You have to think about what you say and what you do, how it's going to affect the world beyond just your living room or your family or your friends groups. What you're posting online. Are you really acting how you think or how you come across? Are you true to yourself? Because at the end of the day, they're just looking for, truthful, honest people. They want people who are who they are, and they want to bring that to the table. Everything that you can be taught at the police academy can be taught at the police academy. It's sort of what you bring that's unique to the table and how you can then transfer that into your role on the police force. I definitely made the right decision to be a police officer. It was a calling for me, truly. Actually, the turning point for me when I decided to put in my application was the Parliament Hill shooting. I saw someone storm the building that I worked, and I watched everyone, duck for cover for safety, and watching police go right towards, the threat. That for me was something that reignited that passion, made me reevaluate what I was doing with my life, what was most important, and ultimately it was the decision that made me put my application in.